Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him, or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others. And having no respect, he ceases to love. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. The really great men must, I think, have great sadness on earth. To go wrong in one's own way is better than to go right in someone else's. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. The darker the night, the brighter the stars. The deeper the grief, the closer is God. I say let the world go to hell, but I should always have my tea. Man only likes to count his troubles, he doesn't calculate his happiness. The soul is healed by being with children. I love mankind, he said, but I find to my amazement that the more I love mankind as a whole, the less I love man in particular. We sometimes encounter people, even perfect strangers, who begin to interest us at first sight, somehow suddenly, all at once, before a word has been spoken. People speak sometimes about the bestial cruelty of man, but that is terribly unjust and offensive to beasts. No animal could ever be so cruel as a man, so artfully, so artistically cruel. It takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. Talking nonsense is the sole privilege mankind possesses over the other organisms. It's by talking nonsense that one gets to the truth. I talk nonsense, therefore I'm human. The mystery of human existence lies not in just staying alive, but in finding something to live for. But how could you live and have no story to tell? Taking a new step, uttering a new word, is what people fear most. The world says, you have needs, satisfy them. You have as much right as the rich and the mighty. Don't hesitate to satisfy your needs, indeed, expand your needs and demand more. This is the worldly doctrine of today. And they believe that this is freedom. The result for the rich is isolation and suicide, for the poor, envy and murder. Much unhappiness has come into the world because of bewilderment and things left unsaid. Nothing in this world is harder than speaking the truth, nothing easier than flattery. To love someone means to see them as God intended them. Man is a mystery. It needs to be unraveled, and if you spend your whole life unraveling it, don't say that you've wasted time. I am studying that mystery because I want to be a human being. Right or wrong, it's very pleasant to break something from time to time. I can see the sun, but even if I cannot see the sun, I know that it exists. And to know that the sun is there, that is living. The awful thing is that beauty is mysterious as well as terrible. God and the devil are fighting there, and the battlefield is the heart of man. Man is sometimes extraordinarily, passionately, in love with suffering. If you wish to glimpse inside a human soul and get to know a man, don't bother analyzing his ways of being silent, of talking, of weeping, of seeing how much he is moved by noble ideas. You will get better results if you just watch him laugh. If he laughs well, he's a good man. Beauty will save the world. It is not the brains that matter most, but that which guides them, the character, the heart, generous qualities, progressive ideas. You can be sincere and still be stupid.